Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome. This is your weekly love reading for May 5th to May 12th. Stick around towards the end, Leo. I will be getting each zodiac sign's feelings and actions towards you for the week. Hope everyone is having a wonderful May. And let's see what we got going on. First card out is boundaries. All right, Leo. So you are making it very important that you establish boundaries where you feel needed for love this week. So some of you may actually feel like there is a need to go over boundaries with somebody, whether it's a new person, your current energy. You also have the gardener. Beautiful. So this is a card that indicates putting in effort. So I feel like for a lot of you Leos, if you are single and mingling or open to connection, I feel like you are specifically looking for somebody who respects your boundaries, and with the gardener here actually shows you that they respect your boundaries. And for a lot of you Leos in connections, there could be a going over certain things with your partner and your person this week of what we are willing to compromise on, what we are willing not to compromise on. So if you are in a relationship, there could be very serious or important conversations that happen this week. If you are single and connecting to somebody, you may be going over certain things that feel good for you and the things that don't feel good for you, and see how this person responds. The gardener is all about seeing how the other person puts in the effort to nurture your wants and needs. So here we go. We have commitment. Okay. So a lot of you Leos have your eye on commitment and or are in a connection or commitment. We have fear and vibrations. Yeah. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is an energy where you're kind of like, I'd rather say it now than us get together and we're in a relationship and then I bring it up in the future. So there's something about establishing a certain type of energy now than waiting. So with the fear energy, there may be certain things that you have the need to talk over with your person that you're in a relationship with, or the person that you are connecting to, or maybe connecting to this week. Because with the energy of commitment here, the universe is bringing you a partner. But depending on how your vibration is with vibrations here and how much you are going to let your fear hold a situation back is going to be very prominent for you this week, Leo. So I feel like for singles, not interested in anybody, not connecting to anybody, I feel like you are working on what type of energy you need for yourself to vibrate on the frequency of aligning to that type of commitment or that type of person that you are looking for. So there could be some type of going over some fears, going over some things that you could feel like are closing your heart, and really focusing on removing them so you can align to a partner. So let's see what your tarot theme cards are for the week here, Leo. We have clarity of belief with the Ace of Swords. There it is. There's that conversation. Some of you, there could be a what are we conversation, or where is this going conversation, or where do you want this to go? Ace of Swords could indicate a new individual or a new cycle for this relationship. We have win or lose with the Five of Swords. Yep, right underneath fear. So this is the universe saying like, hey, you got nothing to lose but to express how you feel now, instead of either losing the opportunity of expression and while the conversation is going and initiated, and waiting for the future. So there could be something where you feel like, all right, let's talk about this now. I get that type of energy. And we have release with death. Beautiful transformation. So if you are in a relationship, there's definitely something for you two to talk about here. And it doesn't really look like you two have anything to lose but some fear and stress to be released from the connection. So having this talk is going to be very beneficial because I feel like a talk is in the works or a talk is guided to happen here. And with the Ace of Swords, there could be a new person in the midst or a new person coming your way this week. So pay attention to who you exchange information with. On the Ace of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yes. This is a very collaborative talk. I feel like this talk is very like, hey, this is what I'm okay with. This is what I'm not okay with. This is what I feel like I need for a relationship. This is what I feel like I don't need for a relationship. So there is very strong, serious, yet like healthy conversations here. Five of Swords to the King of Swords. Nice. Cutting past the fear and saying, I'd rather talk about this now. And I don't necessarily feel like it's bad. I feel like it's just establishing certain boundaries or establishing certain wants and needs for the new cycle of a connection. You know, if you're going from dating to commitment, there are going to be certain things that, like, how do you view commitment? And on the Death card, we have the Tower. So this could be very surprising here for you, whoever this person is. You could be surprised from the outcome of this conversation as well. I feel like this conversation is something that may have been feared to have, and you may be pretty surprised that the reality of having it is pretty good. On the Tower, we have the Chariot, yeah, because it's bringing a breakthrough and a nice transformation to a connection that's needed to have this breakthrough. Your advice is the Magician, so continuously align your energy with what you want. Continuously keep the awareness that you are in creation mode. So you don't want to focus on the fear. You want to focus on the things that you want. And this conversation is going to give you the opportunity to do so. And you're being guided to take the opportunity. And your outcome is the Three of Wands. Beautiful. Feeling like what you want and need is coming in. Now, I feel like for some of you as well, if you meet somebody new this week, that you just click with, that you just connect to, with the Death card to the Tower to the Chariot, if you had recently gone through an ending or, all right, sometimes this happens with people, right? Sometimes you're continuously giving somebody a chance, but then you meet a new person and you're like, wow, I've been giving that person a chance. I'm not giving that person a chance anymore. I'm going to start giving this person a chance. That may happen for some of you, where you meet somebody that is way more on the vibration that you are, not feeding your fear. And some of you may cut it off with somebody that was feeding your fear. And now you are in a very strong understanding mode of, oh, wait, hold on. That's how love is supposed to feel. Because when you come across a gardener, somebody who's willing to put in the effort, if you're in like a situationship that hasn't been doing anything and you come across a gardener who's open to commitment, that kind of energy makes you realize that some of you may have felt like you were in the past settling for bare minimum. So let's clarify this here. Magician to the Three of Wands as your advice. The Magician with the Hermit. Exactly. Understand what you're creating is your advice. You don't want to create from an unhealed space. The Hermit goes in solitude to heal. So if you need to take an hour or day to yourself, then do so. Some of you have been doing that and you are realizing like, oh, I understand why there is that connection to inner solitude and healing to what we align with. And the Three of Wands to the King of Wands. Beautiful. So I definitely feel a very nice connection here, whether it has come from an ending from another connection or it is just in the vicinity in general. I definitely feel like there is a nice, strong sense of compatibility, communication, and I mean, the Three of Wands to the King of Wands, a pretty good sense of attraction as well. And for a lot of you, for some way, shape, or form, I feel like whoever this individual is or whatever progression this connection is making, there is some type of realization moment of why other things had to end or why other things had to have their moment of feeling like a disastrous energy. So this is what I have here for you, Leo, for the week. I feel like the King of Wands is a really hot card to get for this week. So I feel like collectively there is a lot of movement And I was actually thinking of doing that now that I bring up this King of Wands here, who is your energy Leo. I do read I have a channel for you, Leo. I have a channel for Pisces. And sometimes you two get very, very similar cards. And I was wanting or thinking about making my main channel something where I do the readings for you both, and then I specify of what the similar energy was for the collective. So for example, I'm going to do it right now in this reading. The King of Wands have come out for you and Pisces, I think both in the outcome position here. And I normally don't talk about each other's readings and readings. I don't like putting in that energy. I cleanse the space before I change zodiac signs, everything. But the fact that the King of Wands is coming through and sitting right here on both readings is showing me that there is a very strong sense of people feeling more confident in taking action towards each other collectively. So I don't feel like people are going to be as hermit mode as before. So possibly either because of the winter time or because of a season of disassociation, it looks like collectively we are moving into the season of connecting to each other more and being more open to connect to each other opposed to like shunning people away. So that looks like it's a collective movement here. So here we go. Leo, all the way from Aries to Pisces, each zodiac sign's feelings and actions towards you for the week. Take what resonates with this as well. Leave the rest behind. We have Aries. We will be together again, and the Temperance card. So Aries is giving this connection possibly some time to cool off if there was drama. Some of you, there's just distance and disassociation, and Aries is indicating that they are going to want to come back together with you eventually. With Temperance, there is a need to have some patience here. So you may eventually be coming together with a Aries that there was a lot of distance with, either physical, emotional, mental, maybe not in communication, but you may see some movement from an Aries, possibly by week's end with Temperance coming through. Could be a slower energy. We have Taurus. I hid who I really am from you, and the King of Swords. So some of you feel cut off by a Taurus. They hid something from you, and with the King of Swords, they don't really want you to know much more about them. With the King of Swords coming through, could be very dry, could be very distant, and Seven of Cups could be very confusing in knowing what this person is or wants or feels this week, whether you're connected to them or not. Here we go is Gemini. I'm so attracted to you, and Judgment. So Gemini wants to have another chance for this connection. You may have a return of a past Gemini or some type of information there. There it is, Page of Swords, information. Could be receiving like a how are you doing from a Gemini. They're still attracted towards you, and their possible minimal way of communicating is going to show you, or they want you to see that their interest is still there. Cancer, I hide behind material things, and the Eight of Wands. Some of you may get a lot of gifts from a Cancer around this time. They may actually be showing you how they feel by giving you things. So I would pay attention to what a Cancer is physically giving you or telling you with the Eight of Wands. Could be a breakthrough for this connection, expansion, growth, the world. Some of you even traveling together or traveling to see each other. They may even gift you a vacation. Next up is Leo with I love you and the Devil. So Leo has very strong love for you. It almost makes them feel crazy with the Devil coming through. And what else we got going on here? Six of Pentacles. You may be dealing with a Leo that there's a little bit of back and forth, like who gives the most attention, who puts in the most effort. There is love here, but it may feel a little bit tense at times. Some of you, a Leo, may be spending more time at work than with you, or they're spending time elsewhere and you want them to spend it with your energy, or they feel that way about you. You are Leo. Next up is Virgo. I'm afraid to contact you, and the Star. So I feel like Virgo is in a position of focusing on their healing. They are not necessarily the most brave and courageous in contacting you at the moment. But with the Ace of Cups coming in, I feel like Virgo will eventually tell you how they feel or express some emotion to you. Possibly not this week, possibly into next week. Next up is Libra. You were the best thing in my life, and the Three of Pentacles. So, okay. Libra indicates you're the best thing that ever happened to them. And with the Three of Pentacles here, that's an energy of wanting to, like, connect with you, work things through, collaborate, compromise. Four of Wands, dang, be together. So if you were once with a Libra, they want that back. They want to be with you again. They want to love you. They want to be in a relationship with you. If you're just like connecting to a Libra, they're indicating that you're possibly the best thing that ever happened to them. And they definitely want to move things forward here. Next up is Scorpio. You speak to me through music and the Six of Cups. So Scorpio's reminiscing over you. They're hearing some songs or melodies or some sort of something that is reminding them of you. Some of you may get I miss yous from a Scorpio. With the Four of Pentacles here. They may have a very interesting way or indirect way of letting you know that they miss you, but they're going to attempt to, but with the Four of Pentacles still slightly stubborn or closed off. Sagittarius, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson and justice. So Sagittarius feels like possibly you made a final decision to let them go. Ace of Swords. I feel like Sagittarius wants to have balance with you. They want to make things right with you. So I feel like they don't want to be fully let go of or let go of at all. They're grateful for what they've learned from you. And I feel like they still want to continue this connection. Some of you could be meeting a new Sagittarius. We have Capricorn. You and I were too young and the King of Pentacles. So Capricorn is focusing on their stability as best as they possibly can. They're indicating that you two were too young in some way, shape, or form when you two did try to have something between the two of you. And with the Tower to the Knight of Wands coming through, I feel like Capricorn either feels like you are still all over the place, or you may feel like a Capricorn is still all over the place. Some of you, it's a mutual thing. You two still feel like you two are still not ready. Next up is Aquarius. I couldn't let you get close to me, and the Page of Wands. New communication or some type of good news coming in from an Aquarius. Some of you may be connecting to a new one, or Aquarius is going to allow you to get an inch closer to them with the Page of Wands, Four of Swords, but that may be it. So I feel like Aquarius may definitely try to spark something between the two of you, and then not really like continuously nurture the flame. And lastly, we have Pisces. It was my fault, but I blamed you, and the Death card. So a change or a ending here between you and a Pisces. 10 of Cups. If there was some type of disassociation or difficulty with the happiness of this connection, could very much be that there is going to be a change or an ending. They may have not taken accountability, and they feel the need to take accountability. Or they, Five of Swords. We'll see. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. I feel like Pisces may try to save this connection after something changed or ended here between the two of you. So let's make sure everyone's out there for you. Leo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, Leo, if you enjoyed this reading, we do this every week. So do not forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Like this video if you had not already. If you would like to book with me and or check out any of my social links, you can find my link tree down below in the description box, as well as finding the spiritual podcast. I'll talk to all of my beautiful, amazing Leos later. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are at in the world. Bye now.